Aloha one and all you beautiful gangsters not in the eye of the storm. We are doing just a random, very bush league, raw, no gimbal, no mic, just doing it handheld. We'll come back on at 7 o'clock, but I wanted to give you an update right now because this is kind of, man, live in the mean streets of Waikiki, man. Literally every store is closing down. You see this line right here? You should see Target is closed down. All the restaurants are closed down. Hotels are closing up their doors to everybody who's a non-guest. The streets, all these streets are being blocked off right here. Look at how few people are there on Kalakaua, right? And then just walk around the corner. I mean, we'll go walk on the beach here in a minute, but they're clearing everybody out. This is how serious they are. Look at this. All the stores are closed. All the ABC stores are closed. Target closed. And by the time I left from my house, which is about 7 blocks from Waikiki Market, I went to Waikiki Market. And it just never didn't dawn on me. I mean, I was just doing work until just not long ago. Everybody's buying paper towels, toilet paper, and water. You would not believe how many people are here. Look at Waikiki, or I mean the Hyatt. Not how many people are here, I'm sorry, I just got distracted, but how many people are in the stores. There's a tiny store down there across the street from Romer, and sorry guys, I don't have my mic, I don't have my gimbal. I was actually going to go back to my house and get it before the 7 o'clock, but yeah, I probably should have waited. But I want you guys to see exactly what's going on. I mean, every ABC store is closed, so the Waikiki Market, I called down there. I said, you guys open? They said, yeah, we're going to be open. I said, all right, go, cool. So by the time I walked from right about where Ritz-Carlton is to about halfway to Waikiki Market, they closed. Long's is closed. All the restaurants are closed. And when I go around the corner here, you'll see all these people leaving? Like and subscribe, guys. Hit notifications. all you brand new viewers. This is not how the streams normally go. They're usually really good quality and the audio is perfect, but I'm just doing this handheld because I just came down the street to grab something to eat just before the stream. So we're going to go back live again at 7 o'clock regardless of what happens. But I had a place really picked out, a cool place I go to when things like this happens, to do a really cool bird's eye video or bird's eye view stream. But that place is going to be shut down. So, but look at how many people are leaving through Waikiki. It is crazy. But wait till you see the other side of the street. Like and share the stream if you would, it'd be great. I apologize again for the shakiness. I'm trying to be as steady as possible. And I know it's going to be windy a little bit, and the mic is not the audio is not perfect, but I want you to see this. Wait till we turn the corner. Wait till you see this. Oh, hang on a second. Wait, ask this guy. So, did you get in the store or no?
I'm going right now.
You are? Okay. I gave that guy some money. He was trying to get in the store and he couldn't with that walker. They shut him out, and they had his groceries that he bought inside the store. He's on the outside, so I gave him some money. Hopefully he's going to get straightened out. So look at Waikiki Market, completely shut up, chained up and everything within 15-20 minutes of me calling them. All the retail space here, Target closed. Target asked the people to leave. There was actually a line coming out of it. Like by the time I was at that third light, right up there, I was at the third light coming this way. There was a line outside of Target, and they asked everybody to leave who was in line, and so they left. And there's a tiny little market right there on Nahua, which I'll show you in a second. Look at those people there at Fire Grill. They're just lining up to get, I don't know if they're lining up to get food or what. International Marketplace, everything inside there is closed. Yeah, sorry it's so shaky. Yeah, the Hilton put up a little sign like no, only guests allowed. There's Target. Target's all closed. But this is Kuhio, this road we're here right now on. It's usually busy, but it's nowhere near this busy. It says the store is closed permanently or temporarily till further notice. I would say the vast majority of you guys are followers, but just follow us for this so you get notified for the 7 o'clock tonight and for other live streams we do. But man, secret spots closed. And look at this. See that line of Donut King? People are getting any kind of food that they can. Because look at all of the Kuhio food court. Duke's is closed down. All those restaurants are there. But this is the road. I'm going to hold the camera up high here and check it out. See that line of people? That's for a tiny, tiny little grocery store. And they are going to wipe them out of food and water and toilet paper and stuff. And all those people that are lined up right here, there's no way that they're going to have enough materials for those people. And that's what that Donut King is. What people are right there. That Donut King. That's what people are. They're going there for food. Kono's is closed down. Surf and Tacos is closed. Nothing, huh? A guy I see all the time right there, he just looks at me and goes, nothing, nothing. So here's ABC stores. And they said here's another bad part is the bus service is going to shut down. They said, what, 30 minutes or whatever time it's going to be, like 30 minutes. It's going to close down. So if there's people still at work and they can't get out, there's going to be a lot of people stranded down here. Marugame Udon is shut down, but see this, there's a restaurant right over here. Serves sushi and poke bowls, what have you. They're open. Everything on Kalakaua is, because I ran down to Kalakaua, just past Marriott, came back this way. Every single thing down there is shut. And there's people, and I'm not sure what they're doing. The people that were carrying blankets and stuff, they were guests, hotel guests or visitors or something like that. So, yeah, just look right down here. This, that alleyway right there is usually loaded with people and vehicles. There's not a 1, 2, 3 people past these 2 people here. Dang, I probably should have waited to go live. The meeting spot is closed. This, of course, Duke's Lane is closed down. I'm going to sound like a broken record because everything's shut down. Let's go towards the beach a little bit. Gosh dang it, I wish I'd have brought my gimbal and mics and all that. I'm sorry, it's shaky. If you guys want, I'll stop and come back on with a gimbal and a better mic if that's what you want. Yeah, look at that, 808 or 888, 890. Let's get this to the most views we've ever had. I think 1100s we've ever had. That's kind of cool. If you guys do a like and a share, that'll push that sucker way up. I just want to show you. Now, this is usually when traffic is busy on Kuhio, but it's never this. It's not this busy. This is twice as busy as I've ever seen it. Look at that going, and the traffic is never going that way to Alawai. It's going down this way usually on Kuhio to Kapahulu. Man, I'm going to hate it for the people on the bus routes when the buses stop. That's going to be bad. Man, this quality just drives me nuts to see it shaking like that. I wonder what the people at Ross are getting. There's a line outside of Ross here. Or no, maybe it's the pizza place and the poke place. Yeah, that's what it is. They're staying open. Aloha Market, Aloha Table, Betty's, Genius, all those restaurants down on that towards that end of town are shut. Heavenly, look, Heavenly is shut down. I guess I can see this line. I guess I could stop telling you guys what's shut down. You can see it as I walk by. Ross, man, I would think Ross would be left open. Guys, I'm telling you, this happened, like what time is it now? Like maybe 5:20? This happened from 4:30 to 5:20, all this. They must have put out well, the sirens have been going off and on intermittently for about 3 hours. Well, if it's going to be serious, we will know really soon. For those of you who know, I'll bet you Kapiolani is a nightmare over there. And if all those stores shut down, all those supply stores shut down, that will be crazy. Yeah, 1,100. That's almost the most we've ever had. We've had 1,200 at one time, or 1180 or 1190. That's good to see you guys. This is, if you like this stream, this is as bad a quality as you will ever see it, because I'm going completely handheld with no microphone, and we're just randomly walking. So it's usually much more stable, and the audio is much better. But I want to just give you an in real life or an IRL view of what's going on. So let's look at. Man, everything. It's just kind of an eerie feeling too, a little bit. To be honest, it's kind of an eerie feeling because people are kind of unsure of what's going on. But look at Kalakaua. Everybody's turning off Kalakaua now. This is almost never the case, and they're going right up there to the Alawai, and then Alawai over to Kapiolani, or maybe Kapahulu. No, ABC stores are closed. Target closed quick. I mean, man, I was from about here to where Lures is, two streets down there, and looked across, and man, there was a big old line with about 4 or 5 people across. By the time I got up there, not only were those people gone, but it was closed up. After walking a matter maybe 3 blocks. I'm getting my information just like everybody else is. The Hawaii News Now people are saying that it's going to hit about 7:15. Any type of remnant effects is going to be hitting around 7:12 to 7:15. I've heard 7:17 or so, something like that. What makes it a little bit more, and I'm not a meteorologist, although I try to pretend like one, it was like an 8.9 magnitude earthquake, and I'm not an earthquakeologist, but they gave a lot of examples of how powerful that is. And you remember the 7.4 or 7.2 earthquake that was in Japan a few years ago. It doesn't sound like that big of a difference, but the difference between a 7.2 and an 8.9, almost a 2-point difference, is a massive difference. 1 point from 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7 is huge. So, and they say that they gave an estimate on how fast the waves could be traveling and how high it could get, but nobody really knows. Nobody really knows if anything's going to happen. But what I was going to say is, it's actually high tide at 7 o'clock tonight. I think 7:25, something like that, is when it's supposed to be high tide. Look at this, they're cleaning out all the cars here. Wow. So let's go look at the beach. There's not going to be any kind of telltale signs. It's going to be the same type of ocean that we normally see, but I'd like to show you a comparison as to what it is right now and what it could be. So it's going to be high tide in 2 hours, let's say. I mean, no pun intended, but that will be a perfect storm. If there's any type of elevation in the water because of a tsunami or storm or anything like that, and it's high tide, that's going to be no bueno. Because even at high king tide, as many of you know, like we've seen on a lot of our streams in the past, it will get up to the low part of this wall that we're going to be looking at right up here. Oh, Kevin, yeah, Kevin Wog said something there. Yeah, 10 times. But they said something like, these are, don't even rely on these numbers because it sounds dumb. But it was like 280 million tons of dynamite is what it's, something like that. That's what it, power equivalent of that earthquake. I don't know. But it was 19 miles down. And they said it had a shift, and they said how big the shift was on the, how big the shift was on the ground there. Sorry, I was distracted. There was a guy kind of trying to talk to me over by my side. Well, they're prepping for it, aren't they? Look. I would think they'd take those cabanas down. But I guess not. It's not wind. It's not wind that's going to be an issue. It's going to be the inundation of water and surf. Man, look at the beach. Gee, Merry Christmas. Look at the beach. Yeah, Rumfire's closed. Guys, we can kind of stop the stream if you want. I could go get my gimbal and all that. But it'll be a little bit better audio. The audio's a little bit rough right now. God, I cannot believe I just decided not to bring it. Yeah, check it out. Shipping container out there, and well, this time of day it's usually loaded up with people. This part of the beach, but man, there's there's practically nobody on the beach now. And you can tell now how high the surf is. It's not, I mean, it's high, but it's going to get at high tide about 7 something. 7:20, I believe they said. Maybe one of you guys could check on that. Why don't I go home? What's the fun in that? What would you guys be watching if I wasn't out here doing this? And it's 2 hours from now, for goodness sakes. I have a place I want to go when it gets here, but I think it's going to be blocked off. So all I may be able to give you at 7 o'clock, hopefully, is going to be a really boring stream and say, guess what, guys, look, nothing happened. Everything's open again. Everything's beautiful in Hawaii. But this is rare. Even when it storms and even when it rains here, unless it's like a horrible torrential rain, the beaches are still filled with people. But look at this. Look how empty it is. Wow, that's crazy. But Nahoku's out there, but I think Nahoku, that catamaran right there, that yellow catamaran, I think they're going back to the marina. But I don't know if I'd want to be in the marina. You know, they go to that far Kulong or Kulongo, whatever that marina is, the far one over there by Kakako. That's the marina they're going to. But I don't know if I'd want to be in that. I'd want to be in that cargo ship right there or that cargo ship over there. And that looks like Star of Honolulu out there. I'm sure they're not doing a dinner cruise. I believe they're probably doing just taking their boat to get it out of the harbor, because, man, if a tsunami comes, that boat's going to be wrecked. I mean, big time. How are you? You guys are in the perfect spot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dukes and everything is closed down there. Let's walk along here a little bit, and then we'll cut in. But I mean, it's really pretty eerie on how empty it is. I saw a little bit out Outrigger Reef, just when I was looking, but there just looked like some people just looking out on the little reef. Yeah, Oliver's on his way to. Didn't he make it to Kauai? I thought he made it to Kauai already. Yeah, if I were him, I'd start getting out, way out. Or just get on the other side of Big Island, or get on the other side of Kauai, because, you know, those tsunami waves are going to, they'll wrap around the island. But if you get on the furthest side of the island, I think the furthest side of Big Island would be the best place to be. But the water looks beautiful, doesn't it? It is. It's very eerie, Waikiki, Wendy Silva. See, this is why you don't want to move here, Wendy. Still time for you to change your mind. I know I keep saying this is closed, that's closed, that's closed, but it's so ominous to see it during the day. Place after place after place after place closed down. Man, there's 1,100 of you on here. I don't want to turn it off and go somewhere, you know, just to go get the other equipment, but I'm kind of regretting coming on without the gimbal and the mic. Is the audio okay and the visuals all right for you guys? Yeah, the sirens are going off in layers. Like they're going way off by Ewa Beach, then you can hear them in Honolulu, and then here in Waikiki. They just alternate them. Yeah, that's Diamond Head. That's that cluster of hotels over there on that far side. I mean, of a hotel or two hotels. That's Kaimana Beach, Kaimana Hotel, and the Lotus Hotel, formerly the W Hotel. And then that's the, if you look at that little stadium, that little stadium-looking thing, that's an auditorium. And then there's Queen Kapiolani Park and Kahio Park, Kahio Beach, Waikiki Beach. The beach walk, you see there's a beach walk right there in front of Beach Walk Cafe or Barefoot Beach Cafe. And then just all the regular suspects hotels right here. And everything is shut down. Everything. A lot of people up on their balconies getting ready to watch. I don't think the lifeguards were telling them to get off the beach. I think they were just telling them, you know. Well, they really didn't have to say much. I mean, the tsunami sirens were going off, and people, every mobile phone in Hawaii was going off with tsunami warnings, like every hour or so. There's the Royal Hawaiian. Yeah, that dude's staying in his chair. He's Australian, so of course he's going to. If you guys like the stream, please like it and share it. It would help out a lot. Always like to take advantage when we get these larger viewer accounts. We normally do these live streams with really good quality, really good quality video, and there's no shaking and the audio is perfect, but that's not the case now. You'll see, I don't know if you guys have ever watched one of the tsunamis. It just sucks the water off the beach. Just like a big wave, like if you're ever on Sunset Beach or Bonsai or Pipeline over on the North Shore, when those big waves come in in the winter months, it just, you know, there's 3 or 4 feet of water on the very edge of the beach. It just sucks all that water out, and it pulls it into the wave. That's what makes the wave so big. Just sucks all the water, creates a wave, and just crashes. But that's a lot smaller than what a good tsunami will do. Yeah, there are so many construction workers over on the other side that had, their bus wasn't going to come for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and they were probably going to shut it down. Yeah, they stopped serving at the... Oh, no, they didn't. They're still serving over there. All the traffic is diverting to Kohio and then to Alawai to get out of... I'll bet you the H3 is crazy. Where do you guys want to go now? Do you want to go down this side, down this way a little bit first? I would hate to have my car down in one of those parking garages if it gets really wild. If there's a big load of water, they're just going to jumble those those cars around like a jackpot. Yeah, the marina will get... I have no reason to believe this, but I don't think there's going to be much. It just, there's been so many like false warnings, you know, and that doesn't mean anything. That means that this may be the quote big one. Who knows? I hope it's nothing. I hope it just is a little blip, couple little waves, and that's it.
Oh, they're winged there.
Go over to the Princess Kailani. Okay.
You know, everybody's looking for places to eat, and that guy's lining up people to take them out to the airport because they're wanting to get out now. Oh man, can you imagine if you had a flight later this afternoon? Look at how empty. Oh, did you hear what that guy said? They are evacuating the hotel and they're taking them over to Princess Kailani. Wow, that is crazy. So they're taking all the people out of Moana Surfrider to Princess Kailani. That hotel. They have two tower-ish buildings, one right there and one right there. This is their sister property, but they're evacuating everybody. Wow, that's a big step. Man, that's a big thing to do that, to displace all of your people like that. I guess it's a smart and safe thing to do, you know. and it looks like it's going to rain. Look at the rain clouds coming over top of. That's not Manoa Valley. That's Wailana Wa'ahila Ridge up there, up by Ruth's place. It's definitely going to rain. I just want to see what how barren the beach looks down here. Yeah, the people there on the high, they've got a... Oh, look at that. They're actually making people leave. Look at that. Tell them to clear out of the roads. Huh. So we'll just take a look here and then we'll start heading back towards in the direction of my place. But isn't this crazy? This is as empty as you will ever see Waikiki Beach. Look at this. And you know, it just, you can actually feel it in the air. You can feel it's wet, like it's like a storm is coming almost. And I know that has nothing to do with the tsunami, but it just has that feeling just because it's kind of a rainy, cloudy afternoon. I don't think you can hear that police on this microphone, but I just want you guys to take a look at this. Watch. Watch this right here. See that? Watch. Yeah, the cops coming down the beach now, kicking everybody out. We'll leave. That's pretty interesting though, huh? Pretty amazing to see that. So I'm going to I'll go around this little corner here and then go up towards Kuhio, because I need to walk down Kuhio anyway, and I'll show you all their closings. How many of you are in Waikiki, Honolulu now? If you are, just like type in a 1 if you would. Yeah, Waikiki, Wendy Silver, there's three big boats out there. Actually, you know what? It's that's not true. There's a bunch of small ones out there. Look at how many small boats. I mean, wow. Right when you said that, I just turned around and looked. There are so many boats out there. There's containers, but there's a lot of sailboats way out there on the very horizon. I guess they're going to try and ride it out. Not many of you, huh? Did you guys type in 1s if you're here in Honolulu, Waikiki? Or if you're in Hawaii at all, type in a 1. I'd like to know how many people are here. I am shocked at how many small boats are out there. There's, like by that container ship right out there, there's, I know you guys can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sailboats right around that, just that cargo boat. I'm wondering what they're planning on doing. I guess it's a better proposition to be out in the ocean to ride out the waves as they come, as opposed to being in the marina. Oh, the sports bar. I bet you Skyline is open, huh? Did you hear he said he said go to the sports bar? I wonder if maybe if one of you guys could call and see if Skybox is open. That would be a great place to watch. Well, you're not going to see anything, but... And I guess it's better that we're doing this stream now than the one at 7 o'clock, because the place I wanted to go was on the top of the top floor of Moana Surf Rider. And there's no way we're going to be able to do that. So I guess this is better to show you this terrible footage as opposed to not being blanked out at 7 o'clock, huh? Skyline? What about Skybox? Does anybody know if Skybox is shut down? All these, this is the Me Korean barbecue place looks open, or maybe the Masubi place, and it may not be optional. You know, the police may have come down and said all you businesses must shut down. Oh no, I guess not, because the Masubi shop is open, Me Barbecue is open, the Kalbi Beef, these food trucks are open. Bunch of chickens around here. See, the meat barbecue place is still open right here. I don't think I'd be waiting in a line for a restaurant. Oh, look at this. The liquor store is getting just ran on, huh? That's what that store on Kuhio, oh, I'm sorry, Nahua was. It was a small little liquor store like this one here. When we lost connection, I lost the count. How many people are watching now, if you don't mind? The bus is stopping is going to be treacherous for people. There's so many people that live in, excuse me, in Waikiki and work in Waikiki. I'm sorry, there's people that work in Waikiki that need to be leaving, and these buses are now, you're seeing them to turn their not in service signs on. A couple of them are already. Well, it's official. Tatiana said at 7 o'clock that's when it's going to hit. Somebody call the National Weather Service and let them know that Tatiana spoke. Look at the line, look at the line. Well, Lucille, good thing we stocked up on your sardines and liver and salmon yesterday. That's the most important thing she's worried about. The Waikiki to Manoa, this bus that just went by, that's a really popular bus. It's a good thing if that's not closed up. Look at this. I wonder if they're rationing what people can buy, because they're just loading up with stuff. Beer and Red Bull and water and paper towels. Look at Kuhio. Wow, guys. I want to see if that homeless gentleman's out here still, if he needs. Oh good, he must have left. Okay, he must have got somewhere. Well, thanks for at least sticking around as long as you have. I mean, I know it's not ideal. Audio's not great, video's not great, shaky. What I might do is around, what time is it now, guys? Look away, Margaret. What's going on is they've shut down Waikiki Beach and Kalakaua, and they're moving the people. Oh, that's what they were doing that's what they're doing at Sheridan Waikiki. That's what that little shuttle bus was. I wonder where they're taking their people. They were taking the people, the guests that were staying at Moana Surfrider. They're taking them across the street to the Princess Kaiulani Hotel. And I'd be surprised if they had enough rooms for everybody. They may have just partnered with another Hyatt, perhaps. There's Waikiki Market. It's completely shut down. All the restaurants are shut down. It's 5:45. 6 o'clock Honolulu time. Thank you. And Target shut down on the quick, boy. I don't know what these people are doing right here. I would say that, you know, you start thinking about when you really need food, that type of thing. You go to some of these small stores, but a lot of these small stores are associated with the hotel, so they're going to be shut down when the hotel's shut down. The place to be, right? I mean, if something really happens, the place to be is to come over here to International Marketplace and just run up to the 3rd or 4th or 5th floor, how you feel you need to go. That's probably what I would do. Actually, that's what we will do. We'll do that because it'll give us at least a a decent perspective if there's any type of water that comes up over Waikiki onto Kalakaua. So that's what we'll do. I'll run this stream until probably 6:30. We'll just walk down Kuhio a little bit so you guys can see what else is going on. Some barricades, but those are always there. And then we'll come back on at 7 o'clock as promised. And I promise I'll have a better, better camera, better mic for the show. The line for that market there is way down now, so it must be that they've either sold out or people got what they wanted and left. And then there's a Korean restaurant right there where that little American flag is. They're still serving, of course. International Marketplace almost empty. The donut shop is making a killing with their $5 donuts. Get to high ground. Yeah. I guess it's surprising that some places are open and some are closed. It just is. I mean, obviously, if it's a mandatory, you have to, but it doesn't look like it's mandatory. It looks like it's optional, because some places, like this sushi and poke place right there, is still open. Yeah, it's not the weather. Weather will have nothing to do with it. The skies will be, I mean, look at some of the tsunamis that there actually is footage of. Nice and sunny. It's not weather related, or rain inspired, I should say. It's all ground movement and water movement related. You know, ground under the water movement. Yeah, lots of, not a lot of, just everything is closed. I don't know what some of these people that are, well, hopefully they got, you know what, that's probably what happened. It probably was the case that businesses let their employees go home early, because this place right along in here is usually really, really busy with workers leaving at this bus station. This bus stop right here is quite busy, and I don't even see a bus coming. So maybe they've shut the bus lines down already. That would be bad. We could do some shout outs. Jalen Jensen and Rick. Hey Rick, good to see you, man. Leanne Aussie Nightmare, good to see you. And Jane and Tatiana and C.H. Smith. Valentini, good to see you. Hopefully everything will be back to normal by the time you get out here to tear it up. And Jessica Molis and Keith Dome. Aloha and Kelly. Good to see you. Trust me, we don't have streams that are this poorly produced or poorly presented. Usually the visuals are much better and the audio is much better, so my apologies for that. I just figured, you know what, I'm just going to come on and do just a little announcement, since there's so many places closing, and let them see it. And it ended up being a little bit more than I thought. Wow. McDonald's is closed down. All these little markets are doing great business. That's really good to see. Twin Fin is back about 3/4 of a mile, right straight back behind me. Michelle Boyle the snitch. I've never been accused of either one of those things. Look, McDonald's is closed. This little marketplace right here is open. People just getting food items and things. I wonder if they're restricting what they can buy. If they're not, you'd think maybe 2 or 3 people would just clean it out, right? hopefully they're rationing it. I don't mean restricting, they're rationing it. I know that wind is bad, huh? So all the restaurants along here closed. Business center, the pizza place, Korean chicken. Wow. What's up, Tommy Vegas? The world famous Tommy Vegas has entered the building. Or Mr. Cassie Vegas, I should say. Laura, good to see you. Michelle Hall and Jim Reynolds. Even with all the 1,000 people talking here, I recognize so many of these names. Glad you guys came on. Sorry you're getting such a poor quality. What's the time there? I can't tell you. I think it's like 6:10, maybe 6:15. So you guys, you know what I want to do? Because I hate to do it with so many of you on here. So before you leave, if everybody would do the, I can't even do it without having a gimbal. So we do a thing called 4 L's. So you put 4 L's up. That's my middle finger, but do 4 L's, which means you either like, love, laughed, or learned on this stream. So put up 4 L's and the extra one for Lucille. That's Lucille if you're not sure who it is. And I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to head up to my house up there, get a new charge, get my gimbal and everything set up with a good mic. And I'll probably come out earlier than 7. Okay, but come back in at about 7, look for 7, and we'll have a much better quality production. We'll have a killer mic and a great gimbal. It'll be a different ball game. So 4 L's, let's see them. There you go, Ruth, not the daughter. 4 L's. If it's your first stream, hope it's not your last. If it's your last, man, you're going to miss out on what's happening or what doesn't happen at 7 o'clock. All right? Just know I love and appreciate every second, every minute, every hour, every day. But you guys, let me show you all this Hawaii. This is your first time watching. Make sure you follow us and hit notifications so you get notified when we get new streams, new posts. All right, guys, we'll see you back in about 40 minutes. Aloha.